Hello, my friends. Welcome to Dovi's Story Time. I have a special guest today, my good friend Hitana. She's over here. She's already heard a story. She's having a bit of a rest. Yes, Hitana's a good kitten. Hitana means gypsy in Spanish, and that's her name. And today we got a wonderful book. It's called A Day at the Farm. This book was made in 1960, if you can believe it. And it was written by Nancy Fielding Hulick, and the pictures are by John P. Miller. This is one of my favorite stories. Keep an eye out for this pig. I really like this pig. I'll show you why later on. Here we go. Okay. We start out with a nice red barn and the farmer. His name is Farmer Brown, and his whole family lives on a little farm in the country. Every morning when the sun comes up, Farmer Brown goes out to his barn. Looks like all the animals are pretty happy. And when he's out there, he milks the cows and he feeds hay to the horses. Can you see the cow? Look at her nice eyelashes. You can tell she's a girl cow. Very nice eyelashes she has. He scatters grain to the hungry chickens, and the chickens go cluck, 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 cluck. And that's what the old red hen says. The pig likes to have his back scratched with a stick. Oink, oink, he grunts. He's very, very pleased. This has always been one of my favorite things, seeing that pig get his back scratched with that stick. I kind of relate to him. I like my back scratched too, like the pig. And look at the pig's smile. He's smiling so nice. And that Farmer Brown, he's a nice man because he takes time to love his animals. If you have animals in your house, you should take time to love them too because they depend upon that. Okay, now we're back in the kitchen. And it says here, when he's finished his chores, Farmer Brown walks back to the farmhouse. Mrs. Brown cooks eggs and bacon and pancakes for breakfast. Yum, yum, says Sally and Sam. They are just as hungry as the animals on the farm. Jip and Mittens are hungry too. Who do you think Jip and Mittens are? I know the answer to this question. Can you see in this picture who might be Jip and who might be Mittens? Let's see. At 9 o'clock, the school bus comes by to pick up Sally and Sam. Honk, honk. The driver toots his horn for the school bus. Hi, say all the children in the bus. Sally and Sam climb in and wave goodbye to Jip as the bus drives down the road. Do you see who Jip is? Jip is the doggy. Jip is over here by the back of the bus. Farmer Brown goes back to the barn. He starts up the tractor, and it's time to cut and rake the hay. He drives around the field in the warm sun, and Jip chases a rabbit in the tall grass. Look at that. And you see this? You see this stuff here growing over here in the background? That's corn. Tasty corn. You like to eat corn? I love corn. And I think the pig likes the corn too. In the farmhouse, Mrs. Brown is baking a chocolate cake. Aunt Alice and Uncle Tom are coming for supper, and they are bringing their two children to play with Sally and Sam. Mittens wants to lick the bowl. Scat! Cries Mrs. Brown. Mittens is not really afraid, but he runs out the door. Look at that. See where Mittens was? He was up on the table, and he was ready to get his portion of that licking. Do you do that, Hitana? No, she doesn't do that. She keeps her feet on the floor. She's a good girl. It's noontime, and it's time for lunch. Farmer Brown meets the mailman coming up the path. He has a package for the Browns. What could it be? Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. Farmer Brown carries the box out to the hen house. When the chicks are bigger, they will run in the back barnyard with the other farm animals. Did you know that you could order little baby chicks and they send them in the mail? And the postman will call you up one morning and say, Mr. Dove, your baby chicks are here at the post office, and you have to go down real quick to go and get it. And in the box, just like Farmer Brown has, the box will go beep, 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 beep. You can get little baby chicks and little baby ducks in the box. It's very, very nice. At 4 o'clock, Sally and Sam come home from school. They show Mrs. Brown their new books and their pencils. It's fun to play in the yard. Sally climbs the apple tree and Sam carves a boat to sail on the pond. Look at that. Very nice. The children ride their pony around the field. Aunt Alice and Uncle Tom are here for supper. Sally and Sam are glad to see their cousins, and Mrs. Brown's chocolate cake is a big success. Uncle Tom eats 3 pieces. Sounds like there's more than one pig on the farm, huh? 3 pieces. Very nice. The big folks sit and chat on the front porch while the children play hide and go seek. A harvest moon is rising over the fields. Aunt Alice and Uncle Tom and the children say goodnight, and they drive away. It's time for bed. Time for bed. Tomorrow is another busy day. Good night, Sally. Good night, Sam. Good night, Jip. And good night, Mittens. Maybe it's time for your bed, too. So we will say good night to you, and we hope that you have a very good night's sleep.